So you can see this is very simple workflow. Only the thing is we have to find out which operations I have to perform, and depending on that I need to create the cases. Case is addition, add whatever the variable we are passing there. Here subtraction, the which case we are doing, that is we are passing. So let me run this bot. Okay, bot is successful. Yes, you can see the values, those belongs to addition, it is added. If it is subtraction, it is subtracted. Multiplication, we haven't added code for multiplication, so it is not there. And for subtraction, it is doing the same operation.
Sir, the cases regardless of sequence work, right? Work fine.
Yes.
Okay.
If let's say if I'm putting here as an addition, it will work. Let me delete this one and rerun the bot. So I'm running the bot and we can see the result. Yes, you can see if it's addition, it will add the numbers. If it's subtraction, it will subtract the number.
Okay. Okay. And if the average operation tab is empty, means there is nothing in the operation tab, then what will it do?
It will actually we have to create by default case for that. By default case we can add. Here you are talking about if there is blank, then we can just put this activity, we can put there and just no value. Yes, you can see.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it.
There is nothing in the value, we can put that as a blank, or you can write there is no value. Fine, you understood this switch, and actually I have combined Excel with some of the control flow structure conditioning.
Yes,
okay,
sir.
if you are good, then we can start with next point.
Sir, I have one doubt in the syntax of can you drag the screen upward side?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, in the case, please click on any case. Yeah. There's one syntax after sheet 1. There is D plus variable. Please explain that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here what I'm doing, actually that's why I have taken before this switch one. So here initially I was dragging this from upper part to lower one. Actually this is just index, in which index we have to write the value. So D is the column name, correct? And
correct.
Variable index plus 2. Variable index actually plus 2 is mandatory because we are writing from second row. That's why plus 2. Plus 2 is the actually I added. Understood about plus 2? I'll explain variable index, but before that plus 2 you understood?
Yes, correct.
Now variable index is the index which already we have created variable. Here we have created variable already. I told table name dot how many rows are there dot index of current row. So it will move one by one. So what is happening here? Initially in switch it will check operation. So operation means it will come to here, it will check which operation is that. If it is add, then it will go to the first block, add block, and it will do this operation number 1 plus number 2 and store the value in sum. Okay, then to write the value it will check where we should write. So where we should add, we should write in a D column. Okay, that you understood. We have to write in a D column, but in which cell we have to write? So to write in a specific cell, already we have created the variable index, that is variable index. We are passing the same value that is created in initially one. Okay, then second time it will check, which is operator, then subtraction. So it will go for, it will check the index here, it will go to the subtraction, and it will again iterate the column, sorry, iterate the cell, it will go to the second column, second cell, like that. So depends on the operation it will write the value. If the first value is addition, then it will write here. If it's subtraction, it will write here, next column, and then if subtraction, it will iterate and it will go to the third one. So it is a adding or incrementing cell. You can see variable index plus 2. Plus 2 is a by default, you have to add, but variable index we already have that index defined. If we are not passing that index, then it will write only here. I have shown you that demo.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So we have to go next cell, next cell, next cell. So that is our requirement. If we are not doing the same, then it will write only in first cell, and that is overwrite all time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sounds good. So this is the first example that I want to show you. Then one more use case I have. This use case I'll give you as assignment for this week, but we'll discuss the same also. No worries. Are you good till now? All Excel operations?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
हेलो सर.
Yes, yes, actually.
सर एक क्वेश्चन था मेरा. सर जो अभी आपने सर स्विच केस ऑपरेशन यूज किया ना सर, मतलब
हाँ,
तो सर उसमें सर मल्टीपल असाइन करके एक मतलब लिखा हुआ आता है मल्टीपल असाइन.
yes, yes, that we can use.
तो वो यूज करके सेम प्रोग्राम कर सकते हैं ना सर?
अभी देखो मैं वही करता हूँ, अभी आपको वो करके दिखाता हूँ. जस्ट सेकंड. मल्टीपल असाइन, that doesn't actually, it is a time saving activity in place of taking. So I'm just copying the same things here. I'm not doing anything. Multiple assign is used to, I'll delete this one, then I'll add one more assign. So the thing is, every times you are taking single assign activity, in place of that you can just take one multiple assign and you just press add, automatically number of assigns will be added. Understood?
Yes.
That is only to avoid our time. It saves time actually.
Okay sir.
But since you are in initial phase, you may not understand. That's why actually I have taken separate one.
Okay sir.
Okay, fine. Any doubt? Any other doubt?
सर ये मेरा ये डाउट था कि आपने जो असाइंस किए है ये इसका सीक्वेंस कैसे डिसाइड करे, मतलब
Sequence doesn't
पहले
matter.
नंबर में।
Sequence doesn't matter.
ओके
सीक्वेंस, हाँ, सीक्वेंस मैटर कब करता है? अगर आप ऑपरेशन कर रहे हो एडिशन, लेट्स सी यू आर डूइंग सम, then you can't declare assign before this number 1 and number 2. If you'll declare, then there will not be addition operation. But generally, if there is no any relation between one to another variable, then you can just put multiple assign, or you can just take any random assign activity. There is no any relation.
ओके। और ये वेरिएबल आपने जो इंडेक्स के लिए वेरिएबल असाइन किया है वो सबसे पहले ही करना पड़ेगा, राइट सर?
नॉट नेसेसरी, आप इसके बाद भी कर सकते हो।
ओके
हमें पास कहाँ करना है? हमें पास करना है यहाँ पे, तो इससे पहले वो आना चाहिए। आप इधर भी कर सकते हो।
ओके ओके सर, ओके
यूज करने से पहले वो डिक्लेयर होना चाहिए, वो कहाँ पे भी कर सकते हो।
ओके सर, ठीक है।
Any other doubt? Yeah, please stop me, ask me, so that you can be very clear and clear understanding. अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो पूछो, एक बार, दो बार, 10 बार पूछो, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं। बिकॉज जब तक समझ में नहीं आता तब तक हम खुद नहीं कर सकते, और जब खुद करते तो प्रॉब्लम आती है अगर आपको समझ में नहीं आया।
तो ये स्विच एक्टिविटी है सर, वो ये एक्सेल के लिए और वर्कफ्लो दोनों के लिए यूज की जाती है?
हाँ, मतलब स्विच एक्टिविटी जब हमें कंडीशनल वर्कफ्लो होता है, कंडीशनल थिंग्स होती है। जैसे मैंने 4 ऑपरेशन मेरे पास है, मुझे पता नहीं कौन सा कब करना है, तो वो डिसाइड करने के लिए मैं स्विच यूज कर रहा हूँ। अगर मेरा
ओके
ऑपरेशन ऐड है तो मेरा ब्लॉक ये रन होगा, मेरा सब्सट्रैक्शन है तो ये ब्लॉक रन होगा।
ओके
ऑल
सर,
ब्लॉक रन नहीं होनी चाहिए, मेरा स्पेसिफिक ब्लॉक होना चाहिए, डिपेंड्स ऑन माय कंडीशन। इसके लिए हम स्विच यूज करते हैं। नॉट नेसेसरी कि हमें, मतलब हम ऐसे भी कर सकते, इफ एल्स भी यूज कर सकते स्विच। जब 2 कंडीशंस होती तो हम इफ एल्स यूज करते, ज्यादा कंडीशंस है तो हम स्विच यूज करते।
ओके सर, ओके।
Any other doubt, Akshay and Amol?
No, sir.
Okay.
नो सर।
Fine. If you are good, then I'll start next POC. I'll share this workflow to you so that you can just go through the workflow and try to do by yourself so that it would be good. Correct?
यस सर।
I'll share with you. Okay, that's good. Now, next, this is for you actually. And if you're not able to perform this one, then I can explain you and I will demonstrate the same. But I want to do from your side. If you are doing the same, then we can, you can see you are in better position. If you are not doing, then I can explain you, but after explaining you can have some exposure. So what is now my task? So this is my Excel file. This is a POC, proof of concepts. Most of industries, most of organizations are starting with this proof of concepts. If you are doing in well manner, then we can give you some project or new process. That is some of the organization's criteria. So proof of concept means very small process that you have to perform, and if that process is successful, then next process you can get by that particular organization. That is the general thing. Now, what is this POC? In one Excel file, I have near about 20 values: name, email, and phone number. Then in my second file, I have 13 values, which includes degree, branch, and class. In third file, I have parents' name and parents' phone number. Have you gone through this Excel file? Please go, just go through it carefully. I'm asking question on the basis of this one. So this is first file. This is second one. And this is third one. Tell me what is the column common in all these three files.
Phone number,
Yes. Sorry.
name,
Serial
name.
number, sir.
Serial number. Not serial number. It's ID.
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 Yes. ID is the common in all the three files. You can see.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. So now my requirement is I have to find out all IDs. Those are having value in first sheet, because in first sheet all the values are present. All 20 values are present in first value. Now my condition is I have to check ID is the common in all the three files. So I have to check IDs those are available in second file and third file. And if my all IDs are present in second and third file, then you can see for second files and third files, columns are different. Only ID column is column, other columns are different. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
For file 2, we have degree, branch, and class. File 3, we have parents' name and parents' phone. These two different columns I have. Now my task is, if my ID is present in second file or third file, then in my first file, I should add other fields related to ID. In simple mean, I want to create one master file of this ID1, for which all the columns should be there, like name, email ID, phone, parents number, parents email, or class, branch. So for first ID, I should have all these values here. For second, I should have all these values. Only IDs are present in second and third file. Okay, understood what is my requirement?
Yes, sir.
These are three different files. This is master file, and master files data are means IDs are available for available in second and third file, but the columns are different, and I have to add the columns in first master file if it is present. For example, let's see ID number 1. ID number 1 is available in file 2. Yes, it is available in file 2. Is it available in file 3? Yes, it is available in file 3. So if it is available, then what I should do? I should copy these three columns value and paste in these three. And again, I have to check file 3. ID1 is present, so copy these two values and paste in this one. So this is my requirement. Understood, or it's complex?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So is it possible for you to do or design workflow, develop the workflow? Is it possible? Because all activities we have covered, whatever required for this POC.
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay, no worries. I'll guide you. You can just follow me. And if you are not able to do, then I'll I'll demonstrate with designing in front of you. There is no worries. I'll explain you by step. There is no any hard thing that you can do. But let us discuss how we can do this one. First thing, I should read all these 3 Excel file. Let me open one PPT like the, okay, PPT is not available. Paint. So what we should do first, read all Excel file. This is whenever you are doing operation on Excel, first task is always reading all Excel file. Okay, is this correct?
Yes.
Correct, sir.
Okay, so how many files we have to read?
3 files.
3 files. So how many read range activity I should take?
3.
3. So 3 read range activity I should take, and I should create 3 data tables for each activity, for each read range activity.
Right.
Okay, so that is first step. Second step, already my requirement is I have to add other values in this first master file. Okay, so we have created data table for this master first file by using Control K, because for reading the 3 Excel file we have taken read range activity, and for each read range activity we have a data table. Understood?
Okay, sir.
So I should add columns. How many columns I should add in this Excel file?
I think 5.
5, correct. How 5? These 3 columns plus
2 columns.
these 2 columns. So how we can add these 5 columns? By using one activity, that is a add data column.
Okay.
Add column. So after adding 5 columns, we have to add the values. Okay, so how we can add the values? First we have to check this ID is available in second file and third file. If it is available in second file, then I should create one variable and store that in. So you should use lookup to find out respective values. And finally, after finding the value, you should add in a data table, that is TT1, and then you can write. So these are the steps. I'm just actually I don't want to explore more, because I am just expecting you should think how we can do. If you are not able to do, then I am here. I'll explain you, but I want to just ignite your imagination. Understood what is our task and what you want to do? I'll share these files to you. Any doubt?
No, sir.
You try by your own. If you are not able to complete, then we can take up it in next session. But I want to just ignite your imagination. You should start thinking. Logical thinking is very important.
Okay, sir.
Fine. If you are not able to do, then we can take one session maybe before Saturday or Sunday, and I'll complete this one. Or
Okay,
maybe
sir.
I'll take session on Saturday.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Fine. Any doubts till now?